Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, Season 3, Episode 56, recorded on the 26th of February 2024, released on the 1st of March 2024. And carrying on from the last episode, we're looking at some more Doctor Who news and my roundup. There's quite a lot of news because we're still in December 2023. And, well, yeah, as I've just said, this episode's coming out on the 1st of March. So yes, it's still quite a few things to get through. Actually, no, quite a lot. To the point where I haven't finished even writing it all yet. But yes, in this episode, we're going to be looking at Church on Ruby Road related things. There's two things. I don't know if I'm going to get to the second one. If I don't, it'll be in tomorrow's episode. So yes, this press release we're going to start by looking at is titled BBC Books to publish novelisation of the Church on Ruby Road. Let's have a read about what it says. Long ago, on Christmas Eve, a baby was abandoned in the snow. Today, Ruby Sunday meets the Doctor, stolen babies, goblins, and perhaps the secret of her birth. BBC Books have announced the target novelisation of The Church on Ruby Road, the first full adventure featuring the 15th Doctor, played by Shooter Gatwa, and the introduction of his new best friend, Ruby Sunday, played by Millie Gibson. Russell T Davies' original script has been novelised by up-and-coming literary talent Esme Jinkimi Pearson. I apologise for the pronunciation there. The Church on Ruby Road by Esme Jinkimi Pearson is out in hardback on the 25th of January 2024, so you can buy it now. It's available, well, it says to pre-order, but you can order it now, and will be available on audio, narrated by Angela Winter, who has spoilers for The Church on Ruby Road. Plays, it's not really a spoiler, plays Ruby's grandmother, or adopted grandmother, Cherry. Little is known about Ruby Sunday. She was abandoned on Christmas Eve as a baby. Now living with her mum, Carla, and grandmother, Cherry, her world is about to be turned upside down when she encounters the Doctor, and the two set off on their first adventure together. Esme Jinkimi Pearson is a science fantasy author and co-founder of the organisation Impact of a Mission, as featured in The Guardian, HuffPost, and the Channel 4 documentary Where's My History, with footballer and anti-racism campaigner Troy Deeney, winner of the inaugural Gallants and Rivers of London BAMESFF Award in 2020, now known as the Future World's Prize. Her writing is invariably about black people dismantling space empires, travelling through time and saving the world, often simultaneously. As I said, the Church on Ruby Road book is out now. We're now going to be speaking of things that are out now but weren't when obviously these press releases were released. There we are. That's the word, clearing the title there, Ben. We're going to be talking about the Doctor Who Christmas Special Church on Ruby Road DVD and Blu-ray, which is available to order. The Doctor Who Christmas Special will be available for fans to pre-order on DVD and Blu-ray from December 15th. As I just said, you can order it now. Fans can ask this year's, or last year's now, festive episode, The Church on Ruby Road, to their at-home collection following its airing on Christmas Day. Yes, it's been out, 2 months and a day. The actual episode's been out. It's crazy. I was thinking about this yesterday, but it's 2 months since Christmas, only 10 more months until Christmas 2024. At the Church of Ruby Road, we'll see the 15th Doctor, Shooter Gatwa, take control of the TARDIS and meet new companion Ruby Sunday, played by Millie Gibson for the first time. Pre-order The Church on Ruby Road, or order The Church on Ruby Road from Amazon on DVD and Blu-ray, from HMV on DVD and Blu-ray, and Rarewaves. You've now got a cover of the Blu-ray. Long ago on Christmas Eve, a baby was abandoned in the snow. Today, Ruby Sunday meets the Doctor, stolen babies, goblins, and perhaps the secret of her birth. Little is known about Ruby Sunday, as she was abandoned on Christmas Eve as a baby, now living with her mum Carla and grandmother Cherry. Her world is about to be turned upside down when she encounters the Doctor, and the two set off on their first adventure together. Alongside Shooter Gatwa and Millie Gibson is Davina McCall, who will be playing herself as she joins the cast, alongside Michelle Greenidge as Ruby Mum's Carla, Angela Winter as Ruby's grandmother Cherry, and Anita Dobson as Mrs. Flood. And you can, as I just said, you can order The Church on Ruby Road from Amazon, HMV, HMV and Rarewaves. And the Christmas special Church of Ruby Road aired on Christmas Day the 25th of December at 5:55 on BBC One, an iPlayer, and streams on Disney Plus outside of the UK and Ireland. Next up, talking about so we're going to kind of do things in a slightly different order. We've just been talking about the Christmas special Church of Ruby Road, features the 15th Doctor. Now we're going back to the 60th anniversary specials and the Blu-ray and all the special features. So I've done some reviews about several of the features, but I forgot to write down which feature it's come from, so I'm just going to start reading them and we should hopefully figure it out across the way. So here's the first one. Rachel Talalay introduces herself. The scenes that Rachel since Rachel Talalay scene breakdown, we know this one to be the scenes that Rachel breaks down is the scenes leading to and including the Doctor reuniting with Donna and meeting Rose. Rachel explains how filming took place for the scene where the TARDIS materialises. Rachel also explains how filming took place for the scenes where the Doctor reunites with Donna and the Doctor meets Rose. Rachel explains filming for the crashing spaceship. Rachel talks about the scene where Donna comments on the Doctor's fashion sense and Carl shouting out for Rose. We've now talking about what we're talking about here, something behind the scenes related. Here we go. David Tennant, Catherine Tate and Rachel Talalay talk about returning to Doctor Who. David and Catherine talk about the 14th Doctor, Don Noble. Rachel and Russell T Davies talk about the script of the Star Beast. David and Catherine talk about the cuteness of the meep. Rachel talks about the explosions featured in Star Beast. And David, Catherine, Rachel and Russell talk about the ambition of Doctor Who. Next one now. David Tennant's part of the regeneration at the end of The Power of the Doctor was filmed on the 13th of May 2022. David talks about not knowing anything about The Power of the Doctor. David reveals that he was texting Jodie Whittaker whilst filming his regeneration scene. Rachel Talalay talks about the Doctor's clothes changing. David talks about watching the Doctor regenerate. Russell T Davies talks about the 14th Doctor having the face of the 10th Doctor. And David talks about the surprise of who Jodie regenerated into at the end of the Power of the Doctor. Next one. David Tennant and Catherine Tate recount the Doctor and Donna's previous adventures, start with the Runaway Bride and Donna appearing on board the TARDIS. Then David and Catherine recount the plot of the Runaway Bride. David and Catherine recount the plot of Partners in Crime, The Fires of Pompeii, Planet of the Ood, the Sontaran Stratagem and the Poisoned Sky, The Doctor's Daughter, The Unicorn and the Wasp, where we're up to Science of the Library and Forest of the Dead, Midnight and Turn Left, The Stolen Earth and Journey's End, as well as The End of Time, which featured the 10th Doctor, played by David Tennant, his first Doctor incarnation, regenerating into Matt Smith's 11th Doctor. Next up, Yasmin Finney explains who Rose Noble is. Rose's mum is Donna. Rose's dad is Sean. Yasmin talks about the trans representation shown in the Star Beast. Next up, David Tennant and Pam Down talk about the 14th Doctor's costume, as does Russell T Davies. Next up, Yasmin Finney introduces herself. Yasmin introduces Verity Scott. Yasmin shows various of Rose's toys, including toys similar to the Ood and Weeping Angels, as well as the Adipose and Daleks. Verity shows Yasmin Rose's sketchbooks. Next up, Tom Kingsley introduces himself. The scene Tom is discussing, so this is his scene breakdown with Tom Kingsley, who's the director of Wild Blue Yonder. The scene Tom is discussing is the scene where the Not Things and the evil duplicates of the Doctor and Donna are revealed. Tom talks about the prosthetics used for the Not Things arms, played by both David Tennant and Catherine Tate. Tom reveals that the scene where the Doctor and Donna are both cornered by the evil duplicates is 4 different scenes, but looks like one long scene. Tom explains that these scenes were the first scenes filmed with David, Catherine and the body doubles. Tom talks about the double knee required for the evil Donna. Tom talks about the long corridor where the majority of Wild Blue Yonder took place. And the final bit we're going to talk about in this episode, Russell T Davies, Catherine Tate, Donna, David Tennant and Tom Kingsley talk about Wild Blue Yonder. Russell and Catherine, let's try that again. Russell and Catherine talk about the evil duplicates of the Doctor and Donna. Tom talks about the challenging filming that took place for Wild Blue Yonder. David and Catherine talk about filming at Wolf Studios, and David and Catherine talk about their joy in watching Wild Blue Yonder. So yes, that's it for this episode. So in tomorrow's episode we're going to be continuing looking at the news, Doctor Who news, rounding it up and keep going, because yes, we're nowhere near finished, and as I said, it was either towards the start of this episode or in yesterday's episode that I still writing than my reviews for some bits and pieces because it's that long. So yes, that's it for this episode. So remember, if you watched any of these bits and pieces, let me know your thoughts. If not, let me know your thought, my review, and obviously, as always, any review suggestions are welcome. Do all of that in the comments below, and remember, you can also like and subscribe. And that's it for the Everything Podcast Season 3 Episode 56. Goodbye.